Hi guys, it's Danny. Alrighty, a lot of you guys requested I make a video about my carnivorous plants. And I always tell you guys, I am really not very knowledgeable with them, but you did request it a lot, so okay, I'm gonna make a video about it. I will first start by saying that the true expert of carnivorous plants here on YouTube is Brad from Brad's Greenhouse, so I'll add an annotation right here. You can click and go to his channel and actually learn more about them, and you'll see there are a lot of varieties. I only have 3 of them, and as you can see, I am pretty mediocre with them. I'm not necessarily in a place where I can devote a lot of time to getting to know them or provide the perfect conditions for them. I just try to keep them alive. But next year, when I will have my greenhouse, I do want to grow more of these guys because they're quite fascinating. I do like them. So here we go. Maybe this video will inspire you to research these guys more if you didn't know they existed. So hopefully it's not going to be a total loss of time. Alrighty, let's start with this one. This is a Nepenthes carnivorous plant. This is a Nepenthes Alata. As you can see, it got pretty tall. I have it for 2.5 years already. The mother plant actually died. This is one of its babies. And I'm noticing now that it's starting to produce 2 more babies. I'm not sure if this is a good sign or not. I tend to think that she is slightly struggling. She has some pitchers, as you can see. Didn't pitcher too much this year, but she did produce 3 pitchers. I feed them. Whenever I catch a fly, I just put it in the pitcher, and that's about it. I water all of these guys with distilled water, and what I actually did this year, I collected the water coming from my AC, and I have about 30 liters of it collected because it's a drag for me to go and buy distilled water. Anyway, this is how I water them. I don't fertilize with anything because they are really sensitive to salts. And I do have a case. You'll see what happened. So this is the Nepenthes. I give it bright light. Unfortunately, it does not receive too much direct sunlight because I do not have a proper space for it. As far as I understand, it does like quite a bit of sunlight. So yeah. And also, I don't let water accumulate. I just water it when I see the media is almost dry, let's say. But for the other ones, I do keep them in a tray of water. There's no water right now, but usually there is. Righty, so this was the Nepenthes. As I said, I cannot give you more details other than this. Now, these are the Pinguiculas, or the butterwort. I love these guys because, as you can see, they catch fungus gnats. Ooh, sticky. In the summertime, they produce sticky leaves. This is how they hunt. But they will not obviously hunt big insects. But for the fungus gnats, they're absolutely adorable. These are not the only ones that I have. I have a few more in the other balcony taking care of the other fungus gnats. These guys multiply like rabbits. Whenever a leaf falls, it will start to produce babies and so on. So these are just 2 of them. With these guys, I keep water in a dish. I keep them in a dish of water, and I actually repotted some in sphagnum moss, and they seem to do okay in sphagnum moss as well. This is something soily. I think this is the soil they came in. So these were the Pinguiculas. They do flower. I don't have one in bloom, but every summer they do flower. In wintertime, they go through this sort of transformation where their leaves become succulent. So they're not sticky anymore and they don't hunt, and the population of fungus gnats in my balcony grows dramatically. So these guys really do a good job as long as they're in their carnivorous state. Let's call it like that. And sad little creature right here is a Drosera. Now, what happened to this one? You remember that summer where I was gone 2 months? Yeah, my neighbor came and watered all of my plants, and sadly she used tap water. And this one did not respond well at all, and ever since I've been struggling to make it look healthy again, and I cannot. So yeah, I cannot really bring her to look good. It makes these rosettes, but then it kind of dies off again, and I'm not sure exactly why. But one of my viewers told me that these guys are self-pollinating, and actually sometimes they do produce some flowers. So what I did was I collected the seeds, and I obtained a whole bunch of seedlings from this one. Hopefully you can see, they're so pretty. Now there's a whole cluster mess here, so I will need to divide this at some point. Not sure how I'm gonna do that. I'm just keeping them like this for now, and we'll see who's the strongest one, but I will have to divide this. They're potted in just pure sphagnum moss. Again, I cannot seem to find peat moss that is not fertilized in a way or another. These guys don't like fertilizers. So yeah, I just put them in sphagnum moss and it seems to do the trick. It seems to be okay for them. So these are the Drosera babies. Again, with this one, I just leave it in a tray of distilled water. I'm not sure what's going on with this one. It might be dying, perhaps. But I have a whole bunch of seedlings, which is nice. So this is the extent of my carnivorous plant collection. It's a sad collection, yeah. But if you never knew these guys existed, hopefully this gives you an idea to start to research them. Because other than that, other than the care that I give to my orchids, they really don't receive much. I mean, they're in my balcony all the time, and whatever happens in my balcony temperature and light-wise, this is what they get as well. I do try to give them a lot of light, but orchids come first. So if I have a good spot, I will place an orchid rather than a carnivorous plant. So next year I do want to have quite a few more of these guys. I want to try out Sarracenias. I do want to try out again Venus flytraps, because at some point I had one and I killed it because I didn't know it had a dormancy. There you go. I'm a bad grower sometimes. So yeah, this is my video on carnivorous plants. Again, if you want to know more about them, just research them. I'm not the best person to talk about them. I'm mediocre, but they live. So alrighty, thank you guys for watching. I hope I didn't bore you. If you'd like to see more orchid videos from me, simply subscribe to my channel. I post on a daily basis. Feel free to leave me comments and questions in the comment section below and I'll get back to you. If you click on the left side of your screen, you'll be directed to orchidnature.com, where you'll find care sheets, identification sheets, and also you can talk to us in the forum section. And on the right side of your screen, you can click to watch actually an orchid video, which is something I'm much better at. So alrighty, thank you for joining. I'll see you next time. Bye!